that giant 8-inch. Alright, so this time we're out on 2 different weeks. 1 week in the morning, 2 different times on that week, and then the next week we came out and went out one afternoon for rainbow trout. To finish off this ice season for rainbow trout, it's coming to an end in Wisconsin. It's going to be closing. Enjoy the video. So this time we were in Wisconsin on inland lakes going after trout for the last time this ice season. And we went 2 different weeks. The first week we went 2 times in the morning, and then the week after, the last week of trout fishing, we went 1 time in the afternoon. And these trout seemed to be in front of the dam, and that's where we tried to figure out what they wanted and tried to have some good fishing of trout. Enjoy the video. Alright, sitting here for a while just trying to go through baits, trying to find what they want. And then we got a trout on. Kind of coming up the hole the wrong way. It's alright though. That's alright. First, rainbow. Eat a rainbow. Mark after mark after mark, couldn't find the bait. I think we got the bait. First drop down there, like 2 or 3 of them all of a sudden just came out of nowhere and whacked it. I'm pretty sure that's a 15-incher right there. Well, there's a 15-incher right on the dot. First one. It's 9 o'clock. All morning long, mark after mark. We moved right next to the dam. They weren't way back on the other side of the lake. They're in front of the dam now. 15-incher. Nice eater right there. Bait after bait after bait. We went through almost our whole tackle box in this one lure. We dropped it down. 3 of them came just like that. Boom. There we go. Alright. That's what I switched to. I went through almost my whole tackle box. That one trout bit on. Windy. Supposed to get almost up to 50 degrees today. Late February. Alright guys. We are hooked on to a trout. Can't really see what's going on because there's a bunch of slush. But here he comes. Yes sir. Oh, there we go. That was a little scary. I couldn't see anything because of all that slush. That's probably a 15-incher. That's what we've been looking for. This morning, the next day after we found out what they wanted, is this little Swedish pimple, I guess it's called. We missed like 3 small ones and 1 good one, and this one we finally got, but I had to really play with him up and he was going up and down, didn't want to eat it. Like, I don't know, chasing it like a minnow. I gotta work these fish today. That really 40-50 degree weather is over with, so now it's rough. And it's kind of monkeying with the fish, I guess. Alright, that one measured 16 inches. Bigger than I thought. I was thinking around 15. Nice eater. We're getting 1 trout each morning this week. That's all we can seem to get in the morning. They're just not biting, really slow. And that first morning we had to sit there, figure them out. It took us almost all morning to find a lure that they want. We finally got that lure, and now we're finally catching 1 or 2 each morning, but only 1 keeper each morning. The big ones just ain't biting, and they're cruising on the camera. They come right on through, and you don't even have time to even look at them. That's just how they are this week. We had a warm front yesterday, and now it's just like they're kind of messed up. Middle of winter, I guess. End of February. Alright. So right there is what this lure looks like under the water. That little red thing at the bottom gets it like a flicker. It's a really nice little lure. That's what it looks like when you're jigging it underwater. That's what them trout see. Alright, it's after 10 o'clock. After 10:30 actually. And they're still on that morning program, the bigger ones. There ain't nothing going on except maybe some small ones coming through. Still on that morning bite. That's how this year's been for these trout on this lake in inland Wisconsin here, inland lake. Yeah, that's just how it is. Morning. Alright, that is a Swedish pimple. We're all set up. The week after what you seen earlier, or the next week, we're in March now, 1st of March, 40-degree weather, cameras on, we're all set up, let's get it. Let's see if the Swedish pimple does anything in the afternoon. We're switching the whole program, we're fishing in the afternoon now. It's so nice. I did a bunch of stuff this morning and I got time to do whatever, and why not go fishing on such a nice day. Well, there's a brook trout. So that's what a trout looks like, if anybody forgot. Alright, first little trout of the afternoon finally, after like 3 hour sit of nothing. Little brook trout. Oh no, okay, drag. This one's a little bit bigger than we think here. I don't know why my drag ain't working here. There we go. Oh yeah, it's big. It's big. It's battling down there. Can you see it? It's battling down there. Here it comes. Here it comes. That's a nice eater, dude. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. There it comes. Oh, there we go. Ah, look at that. That's a nice one. I gotta measure that. That's definitely over 15. Nice rainbow right there. Nicest one we had in the last 2 weeks. This might be the only one this afternoon too. We've been averaging one good trout every outing for the 3 days we've been fishing in 2 weeks. All right, look at that. Right at 18. And that's that Swedish pimple that's been catching the trout in the last 2 weeks here. When the trout fishing's rough, we just can't figure it out. That's our best lure is that thing. And there it is, 18-inch rainbow. First, now this is like the best kind of eaters right here. Anything getting bigger over that 20-inch mark, that's too big. You gotta put that back. Right there, that's a nice eater. Well, there's our biggest one of this winter for a trout, rainbow trout. Yeah. Are you happy? Let's get some trout. Woo! Alright, so where we've been for the last 2 weeks is right in front of the dam. Right behind me goes down to about 8 feet. We're at like 7.5 right now, and it gets shallower up in front of me here. And I'm using bendable, nice, easily bendable rods, so that keeps that hook pin in the trout. And we've been averaging, I messed that word up, but one trout every time we come out. Like, we were out 2 times in the morning last week, and we got one each time. One keeper eater rainbows, and them were around 16-15 inches. And then this outing in the afternoon, and we got one around 18. Alright, so this is the last week before inland waters close till the spring in Wisconsin. So this afternoon is probably going to be the last time we do this for trout fishing on the ice. That's a good way to end it, catching our biggest rainbow trout this ice season. That's a good way to end it. Pumped about that. Just got to keep at it. We've been grinding and grinding, and we finally caught a nicer one. Good way to end it. Alright, well, that's gonna be it. Good way to end it in the ice season, trout ice season. That way, with our biggest rainbow trout we got this winter, it's over. We out.